EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Hurt. Ready.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Powers through. Now he opts for the spin. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Rig. Hey, smash Bronco. Check, Bobcat.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking now, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A good pickup there at 22. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
19 tight.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Let's go
A
now.
big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Rig alert, rig alert. Corner, 70. Go.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
On the ready. Smash, smash. Hey.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Here we go.
From the
Here we
22
go.
now, here's the 2nd and 9.
Check, smash. Check.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready.
An extra
ready.
defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Throwing, Young. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pushing his way through. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Ready. On the ball, on the ball. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first
Go,
quarter.
Reed, go. Say, hey. Ready.
Now a carry for Burrell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Yep.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
A first carry here for Kaneng Nwangu. And he Vikings. Kene Nwangu, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get it out to midfield. Right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Panthers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses. Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Hey, go Fury. Hut.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ready, break.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check steal. Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Right. Ready.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and a yard.
Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll try the middle with Martin. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they'll let this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And it'll be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost him.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Check it.
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a give running right, Nwangu. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 3rd down and 13. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Set, ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready, go.
Young off the play fake. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On the double.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Shot, 17. Beetle blue. Hut, hut.
Young to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Come on, come on.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, and don't tell everyone how many I had.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the deep.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we
The
go.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go.
Young's
Here we
incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready.
This
ready.
offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Smash. Red. Slice blue. Steel. Black. Blue strike. Hut, hut.
Young will set to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Young. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion.